bum 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 bum. I need to play some flashy theme music while I talk about how great I am. Ha ha. Now 50 seconds of me saying like, share, subscribe. And don't forget to give me money on my Patreon channel. And I don't have one. But good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Normally, Friday would be a good day for me, but sadly, the other side of the plant's working tomorrow. So my goal to get the game to Saturdays has been revoked for this weekend. Uh, so what's going on? Doctor Magazine came out, and there's been a lot of interesting announcement. The new directors for the upcoming season, guys. I know there's a bunch of guys out there who are going to be panicking because a lot of them are female. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, I'm not kidding. It's just nuts. Some of the things you see out there on, these channels that's going around. All right, now for today's algorithm words: woke, genealogy, trans, meltdown, Candace Owens, Donald Trump, and who gives a shit. Okay, next. I got to get keyed into the algorithm. A lot of people look at my channel and they go, "Oh, you only got so many views." Oh, I'm like, so? There used to be once upon a time I got 1,000 views for a video, but I still felt like I wasn't reaching some people. And at least I know the people who tune in now, they're listening. And also, I'm trying to decide what video editing software I'm going to use, because I could try to transfer my VideoPad account, but VideoPad in its own way, while it's a good piece of software, it's easy to use. Get ready for this. You pay them money for their software, right? But if you want to upgrade it, you're basically buying another piece of software. They don't give you any slack on upgrading. I found this out the hard way when the first upgrade came around. They said, "Okay, but if you want an upgrade, here's how much money you're going to pay us." And it was more, if not just, it was a bit more than what I paid for the software to begin with. And I'm like, are you shitting me? So basically, I'm going to buy the program again just to upgrade it. Is that seriously what we've come to in this world? But yeah, a lot of great announcements. New directors have been announced. If you want to see a lot of this stuff, go to Doctor Who Production News on X, Twitter, or whatever it is this week. Whatever Elon Musk is going to name it whenever he gets a twinkle in his ball sack. Yeah, it's just. I still can't believe how many hundreds of millions of dollars he wasted buying a social media platform that was already on a downward spiral. And I keep sitting here thinking, if you just donated that money to charity rather than pissing it away on a social media app, just imagine how many people might have benefited. But as said, and I'm paraphrasing extremely here, this guy could shoot a nun in Times Square. But since he's now the only way, America and all that has to get back and forth to space, because while we're not spending any money hardly on space exploration anymore, it just amazes the crap out of me. Like, you wouldn't believe how many people laugh when I tell them, "Oh, by the way, did you know that income tax was originally supposed to be temporary?" They're like, "Huh?" I go, "Yes, once upon a time there was a time when we didn't pay any income tax in this country. Yet now here we are, the American people. We're getting raked over the coals every day. Yet our company, our government is still going on $30 trillion in debt. And we only put the Federal Reserve thing in position in 1913. And it's funny how in 2013 there was no mention anywhere on any news platform I can think of of the centennial of the Federal Reserve Act. No one's like, the Federal Reserve has been around for 100 years. Hell yes. That was such a great decision. Oh, thank you for the super chat. They're always appreciated. Every little bit helps. But it just boggles my mind. Ugh. But like I said, Doctor Who News is out. Now that I'm off the political rant, and, sorry, not to mean the latest Doctor Who magazine, is out. Thank you very much. Yes, the creature from Jekyll Island. That's exactly what it is. That's the Jekyll Island meeting where this monster was created. And a lot of people don't realize, how many presidents fought and damn near died to keep private banks from being in charge of our money. One of the ones I remember most was Andrew Jackson. He survived like 5 assassination attempts, if I remember correctly. And when he died, I think one of his last, I can't remember if it was this exactly, so please look it up. He said something along the lines, at least I saved America from the banks. Or I killed the banks, or something like that. That's okay. I was already off track and rambling. I was just talking about all that anyway, the Federal Reserve Act. The other one that was equally wicked and just scary, of course, is the National Security Act. Which, remember, Roswell was a myth. Roswell didn't happen. But it just also happens that a few months later, in that year of 1947, that's when the National Security Act got passed. Where the U.S. Army Air Corps became the Air Force. The OSS basically became the Central Intelligence Agency. It established the National Security Agency, the National Security Council. And, if anything now we don't feel is appropriate, we can just smack top secret on it and call it a day. Or we can say, it's a matter of national security. That's where that came from. And like I said, it's just... So all you people are claiming we're this evil fascist, government and all that. And it's like, guys, we've been slowly marching towards something very sinister for a very long time. Crashing into Big Ben to create a distraction. Yeah. Oh, aliens in London. I'm not kidding. I think if it weren't for Eccleston, I'm not sure if they'd have made it out of the first season, because who else could have pulled off a line like, would you mind not farting while I'm trying to save the world? Well, Capaldi might have been. I'd love to have seen Capaldi say something like that. Also, Peter has been speaking out quite a bit. I put up some stuff on the page. Some of the things Peter Capaldi said, and he really did. He basically said the same thing I've been saying for the last few years. If you don't like it, don't watch it. And if you look around, do a Google search, and that's basically what he says. He says people keep saying the show's getting too progressive, blah, blah. He goes, it's like, don't watch it. Also, he said he enjoyed the 60th anniversary special. And this is a guy who was a lifelong fan. And still is a lifelong fan. I know he was tickled pink when he found out that Shooty got the part, another Scottish fellow like himself. Oh, well. That was my rants and musings of the morning. Pretty soon I gotta go in here and act like I give a shit for 9 hours. Try to keep my brain from destabilizing and going off into the abyss. Thank you, Zoloft. Oh, that's all I gotta say. Ugh. Yes, I thought, Heaven Sent, was a pretty good episode. He basically carried that whole episode by himself. But there was the little bit with Claire. I don't care about the little bit with Claire or Jenna Coleman or whatever. That was pure 12th Doctor Capaldi in action. I didn't like the storyline that led up to it. The whole hybrid thing was just getting ridiculous. So, yeah, be sure to, if you're on X and all that, like I said, one account I know that it is safe. Or here's a couple I know that you can watch if you want to. Doctor Who Filming Locations is a good one. Doctor Who Production News, definitely a good one. Those two will pretty much, they won't steer you wrong. Of course, Mr. TARDIS. And like I said, we've been on opposing views on a few things over the years, Mr. TARDIS and I. But, lately it's scary. We've kind of aligned, as far as our beliefs go with the show. Because he sees it as well. All these crazy nut jobs who are out there trying to turn a TV show into a political statement. It's like, guys, Doctor Who's been slipping politics into its storylines for just about as long as the show's existed. I like that you go on about diversity casting and blah this and blah that. It's like, guys, you're talking about a show that had the very first, full-time female producer, Verity Lambert, with a foreign guy, a man from India, I believe, being the first director. Of course, I'm talking about Waris Hussein. Hope I didn't screw that up. Well, also, we found out later, I believe, is a homosexual. He's gay. And it's like, then you throw on the fact the whole show was created by a guy from Canada. It's like, but we're going to go on about, female directors. We're going to go on about this. We're going to go, and we're going to say woke, 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 wokety woke, wokety woke. It's like the Spam song. I'm not kidding. Or, as I said, to Phil Fozzie Bear going, woka, woka, woka. Oh, well. I love that one. Yeah, be sure to go check it out. There's, I know Doctor Who Production News has a digital copy, links to it. If you want to go take a look at some of the stuff, it was a free digital preview or something like that. So, I got to get going, folks. It's that time. We'll likely are going to see you tomorrow unless a miracle happens. So please be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your Fridays. I hope you all have great weekends. And see y'all on the flip side.